What would a 600% increase in sales mean to you and your family? That's what we're going to talk about.
This is the Franchise Pitfalls and Profit Show. Each week, we bring you the challenges and triumphs of being in the franchise development and consulting business. The things you need to make money faster. And now your host, one of the most successful franchise developers in North America, Don Shin.
I'm going to share with you today what happened to me when I first got into franchise development. I was a master franchisee, as many of you know. And so I want to share with you some of the key factors that helped me go from almost zero in sales to a 600% increase in my year over year, first year to second year. And that's what's really critical to understand. This is my experience having gone from year one to year two, a 600% increase. So here are the key factors that I'm going to talk about. I did not get training specifically on franchise development. So I'm going to talk with you a little bit about what happened to me. But training is one of the key things I want to talk with you about. Coaching, which I did get, which is one of the real key factors here, is to be coached. I'm going to talk about the type of coaching that's important and the type of person you want to coach you if you're in franchise development of any sort, of any factor. And then the third piece is document the process, document the things that work. One of the things I was very, very good at was putting it in writing. So I had it documented. I could always go to it. I could use it to teach somebody else down the line. So those are the three things I'm going to talk about. Training, coaching, and documenting what's working. So I learned a foundation base of how to sell franchises through the School of Hard Knocks. I will tell you, it was clearly a trial and error situation. So my encouragement is, why take a year or 15 or 18 months to go it on your own? Get some core training, or get some add-on training that's going to be very, very specific to your base of knowledge. So training is key. I made all of the mistakes that you could make. I gave out too much information too quickly. I didn't follow up on a regular basis. Now I know the importance of jumping on a lead or jumping on a referral and getting a hold of them in the first 72 hours. I would call and leave a message and wait a couple days thinking they're going to respond, and they don't. You need to reach out to them and catch them. So that was another one of the mistakes that I made. Check-in calls, not really having or giving value to my prospects, just kind of checking in with them. Where are you? Are you ready to buy? They're going to ghost you, you know? So that's another mistake. I had to kind of learn the foundations of the basics of franchise selling, franchise development. And that's what my franchise sales accelerator course is all about. It's teaching you the types of things you really, really need to be doing. It's a reinforcement of training maybe that you had once before, or it is a start to the kind of training that you really need. So again, franchise sales accelerator is the course. Now, when I did have that base of knowledge, I got coached. I was fortunate inside the company I was with to find someone that knew what to do. So I had a full pipeline of prospects, and I wasn't handling them right. So now I had the lead generation working, but I wasn't moving them closer to the altar. I wasn't moving them closer to a yes. So this person coached me in what I call today, I call it situational sales coaching. He would look at prospects with me, where they were, what step in my process, and he would say, well, this is what's going on. Or he would ask me questions. What are they saying? What are they doing? What's the last conversation you had with them? And he would give me next steps. He would tell me what we needed to do with that particular prospect in order to move them closer to making a yes decision. So situational sales coaching, on top of getting trained as opposed to trial and error, situational coaching is the next thing that helped me see a 600% increase in my sales year over year, year one to year two. The last thing I wanted to talk about is documenting everything that I did, because there were times when I would see the same situation over and over, and I wanted to be sure that I had it written down. I wanted to be sure that I had it scripted. So I documented the how to handle the recurring situations, because 80% of what you're going to do is almost the same from prospect to prospect. So if you can master what really works, uh, you're going to be much more effective with each prospect that you have in your pipeline. So documenting this, writing it down, having a place, a repository of all of your processes, all of your scripts, this is going to be really big. And again, this is part of the Franchise Sales Accelerator course that we offer here from Franchise Building Expert. So again, so training, you want to be trained. If you haven't gone through any kind of training, you want some continuing education, but you need to bring fresh some of the things that maybe you've learned years ago. Please don't do the trial and error. You'll be 15 or 18 months or 2 years before you, if you're fortunate, before you get lucky enough to make some sales and be successful. Get some good training. Be coached. That situational sales coaching is huge. Some help, some coaching, some advice from someone in the franchise industry. This is what's so key. Don't just go out and get a coach. Get someone who has sold franchises successfully. Get them to be your coach, because they're going to help you set up the right process. They're going to tell you the things that are going to work, and candidate by candidate in your pipeline, they're going to help you be successful and close more deals. And then lastly, document what's working. As you start to make sales and you see the different ways you're handling the recurring things, put it in writing, document it, because you never know. Maybe someday down the line, you're going to want to bring some other people into your business, and you're going to want to be able to teach them how to do it. So if you don't document it while it's going on, you'll forget what works. And if you don't document it while it's going on and you're seeing these things are successful, helping you be successful, you're never going to be able to train someone else easily. So get trained overall on the things that you need to do, the foundation of franchise development. Get coaching so you can begin to close deals, make money faster by being coached. And then lastly, document your processes and your scripting so that you know how to handle them each and every time they happen.